Back on Reflections in Gold with Bud Greenspan, I'm Al Troutwig. But there's an entire generation of new figure skating watchers who think Dick Button's only been a commentator about the sport. But that's one of the reasons we're here, to remind everyone what people used to be like. And of course, when you talk about Dick Button, he was the best.
He did for men's figure skating what Sonja Henie did for women's figure skating. I'll tell you why. Does the name Gillis Grafstrom mean anything to you?
Not a lot.
Well, he won 3 gold medals in figure skating before the World War II. And a silver medal, the greatest gold medal winner in men's figure skating history, and nobody's ever heard of him. It was the post-World War II era that Dick Button came onto the scene with a series of jumps and spins that never had been tried before by men in the history of the games. And so he brought to the scene what Sonja Henie brought 12 years earlier, and that's the changeover in American participation, which was formerly owned by the Swedes and the Austrian men.
Well, here we go in this celebration of great figure skaters, the celluloid memories of Bud Greenspan, starring one Dick Button.
San Moritz, 1948. After World War II, the Winter Games are renewed. In the 6 previous Olympic Games, no American male figure skater was able to win an individual gold, silver, or bronze medal. But here in San Moritz, one of the favorites is 18-year-old Dick Button of the United States. For Dick Button, it all began 6 years earlier when he was 12.
I went to a skating rink in New Jersey, and I begged for some lessons. And I think I had 1 or 2, and then the teacher said that I'd never learn how to skate until all hell froze over, which is very logical because at that time I was very short, and I weighed 165 pounds, and I think I was only about 5'2" or 3" or 5'1", and there was no reason why this woman should have seen anything in this tubby little boy that was running around the ring. Fortunately, my father overheard her, and as a result, it got his dander up, and he said, if my son wants to be a skater, he can be a skater, and I'll get him the best lessons and the best everything, and he charged off like a bull.
Now here in San Moritz, Dick Button brings a new look to the men's competition. He becomes the first American to win an Olympic figure skating gold medal.
I think it was probably an explosion of athleticism in the sport, of bigger moves, bigger jumps. There were a number of things that I did that men's skaters hadn't done before, not only in the jumping field, but also in the spinning field. I was the first to do a camel spin. Men did not do camel spins before that. They were just considered not in men's repertory.
After the 1948 Games, Dick Button returns to the United States and is received by President Harry Truman at the White House.
Sunday, NBC does not have...
Oslo, 1952. 22-year-old Dick Button comes to the Games with 4 successive world championships. He is the overwhelming favorite to win his 2nd successive Olympic gold medal. Nevertheless, before he steps onto the ice, the feeling is always the same.
It is the most excruciating, difficult, horrendous, petrifying feeling, whatever you want to say. It's a horrible moment. I can remember the times with that knife just turning in your stomach as you're sitting in the dressing room and just going around in a circle and saying to myself, I don't need this, I don't have to have this, why don't I live a normal life?
Here in Oslo, everyone expects Dick Button to win the gold medal. But for Dick Button, winning is not enough. For him, there is the personal challenge of attempting jumps and spins that have never been used in competition before. Dick Button must not only accept the challenge of the other competitors, he must also challenge himself.
One of the reasons for putting it on the line is that I firmly believe that you can never tread water. The river will sweep you out to sea if you do. You can swim against the tide and you may not get anywhere, but at least you'll stay where you are. So I felt always that you had to move ahead.
Dick Button is again superb. In his free skating performance, he is awarded perfect scores of 6 by the judges. The first time a perfect score is awarded in Olympic figure skating. But Dick Button was not totally satisfied with his performance.
The second performance in the Olympic Games was a little bit down off the top for me because I think I had reached my peak 2 days before. And then to maintain that for 2 more days, so I think I was down 1% off that in the actual performance. It was like a fine bottle of wine, but not a great bottle of wine.
Dick Button, 7 national championships, 5 world championships, 2 Olympic gold medals. Dick Button, the man who revolutionized figure skating in the post-World War II era.
When we come back, Peggy Fleming in our studios here on Reflections in Gold. Back in a moment.